So the other day, I finally broke down and watched my first James Bond movie ever. And I settled on Casino Royale from 2006, which is Daniel Craig's first Bond appearance. I mainly did this because I heard it was a decent one, and I figured why not start somewhere with the first one of one of the Bonds. And it was on Netflix, so it kind of all came together to be perfect. Now, I had no real thoughts and opinions going into James Bond at all. I know of it pretty well. I watched things about it on YouTube, but I've never actually watched a full film. So I was really interested to see how I would like the movies, if I would just think they're really stupid, or if I would enjoy them to any extent at all, or what my opinions were going to be. I had no real idea. Now, before we get further in this video, I want to just give a spoiler warning because who knows what I might say and I might spoil it for someone. This movie is 15 years old now, so I'm not too worried about spoiling things, but I just want to give a warning just in case. So for a 2006 action movie, Casino Royale is actually a very solid movie. I think it is pretty cohesive and it's honestly a fun popcorn flick. Now, is it a movie that I was just blown away by and thought it was just the coolest thing ever? No. Maybe if I was to watch this when I was like 12 or like 9 or something, I would probably think this was a really cool movie. But as an adult, I think it's a solid action movie that moves pretty quick and there's not a lot of down moments that are boring. Now, there is a lot of down moments, such as like all the poker playing and all the romantic moments with all of his women. So there's some slow moments. It's not just all action, but still it fits well within the movie. And I think the thing that makes this whole movie really unique to a lot of Bond fans is this is the first time you actually see James Bond get his 007 ranking, or whatever you want to call it. You actually it's a bit of a prequel. You see how he becomes 007, which is kind of cool because at this time in 2006, a lot of things were getting prequels, so why not James Bond? But I think it's not overdone like Batman has overdone it a bunch of times. It was just pretty quick, and you get how he got to be 007, and then you kind of get into the meat of the movie. Now, the whole opening sequence of the movie is a whole parkour sequence, which I guess actually took weeks to film according to some trivia on IMDb. And I gotta say, it was pretty cool. Like it hasn't aged too bad. I think there was some distracting moments in that. For one, the stunt double, his wig was horrible. I mean, you can definitively tell when it was Daniel Craig or the stunt double. And maybe they were trying to do this on purpose because, you know, James Bond is a little campy back in the day, and you can kind of tell when there were stunt doubles and stuff like that. A bit like Austin Powers, if you haven't really watched a lot of the old James Bond movies. And I haven't either, but I've watched a lot of YouTube clips and videos about this stuff. So that's the only way I know. So maybe it was a nod to that, or they just did a horrible job putting the wig on the guy, because you can just really tell it wasn't Daniel Craig. It was weird. It was a little off-putting, and it kind of took you out of the moment just a little bit. But beyond that, all of the other action and stuff was very good. I thought it was very solid. The little CGI that they did use in the movie, I didn't feel like it took away from anything. And it was a very solid summer popcorn flick. And I think that is the best way I can hammer this home, is it was just a solid movie. You'd eat a bucket of popcorn, drink a soda, and watch it during the summer. Like, this is like that perfect movie. You don't have to think too hard. It's a lot of fun. Fast cars, guns, women, like everything that a good heist spy movie has. This is it. And I did think it was a little long, this entire movie. I think it was like 2.5 hours long. Like, it was a trek. And I would say the last 30 minutes, every time I thought it was going to wrap up, it would just keep going. And I think it was going to wrap up, and it keep going. And then it just kind of kept doing that. And then it finally ended. And I thought the ending was fine. I thought the whole movie kind of came to a point just fine. They did the old double agent thing, which you kind of could probably pick up on that a little bit earlier. It really wasn't done bad. It just, you know, it's not that original. You've seen that how many times throughout movies in the past 100 years, but it wasn't done bad. It was done pretty tastefully. And then that leads directly into Quantum of Solace, which is the direct sequel to Casino Royale. I actually just watched that last night, and I gotta say, Quantum of Solace is not as good as Casino Royale, maybe because they pretty much pieced it together of it being a direct sequel, like within the hour. It literally picks up within the hour of when Casino Royale ends. So it's a fine movie, but I don't think it's as good as Casino Royale. Like Casino Royale, the plot moves very quickly but subtly at the same time, if that makes any sense, compared to Like Quantum of Solace, this is kind of like an action movie, and then I want to kill this bad guy, and then I gotta save this girl and kill no-name bad guy. At least the bad guys, I guess I can say plural, in Casino Royale at least have a little bit more motives, and you kind of get where they're coming from. Compared to the other one, you're just like, why is this a bad guy? I don't really care. I mean, it's not that hard to figure out, but you get what I mean. But Casino Royale, like I keep saying, is a solid movie, especially from being from 2006. Like, it is a really good, solid film. I definitely see why people like this, coming from the Pierce Brosnan era, which was, I guess, really cheesy and really campy. This Casino Royale kind of brought James Bond back to some more legitimacy, and I think Daniel Craig's fine. And I know some people have some real strong thoughts on him being James Bond, and for me not knowing anything better really, I thought he was fine. I had no real issues with the guy. I thought he was fine. Maybe he's not as suave as you would want him to be compared to Sean Connery or someone like that, but I think he works fine. Like, he doesn't pull you out of the moment, and he is believable enough to be James Bond, and how he has such an easy time with the ladies. And I think if you've never watched the James Bond movie, I think I can tell you this, if you've seen these other two franchises, James Bond is somewhere in between a Fast and Furious movie and a John Wick movie. That's the best way I can describe it to someone. It's kind of got the crazy cars and action and the beautiful women of Fast and Furious, and it's got some of the good gunplay of John Wick. Now, I think John Wick is actually better all the way through. I think the John Wick 1, 2, and 3 are actually better movies, especially if you like all the action and gunplay. Way better, especially because it's rated R. I think they can get away with a lot more, of course. But I would definitely put James Bond right in the middle. Like, I think it's the perfect combination of car chases, car stuff, beautiful women, gunfights, and they all kind of get away with it with a PG-13 rating. But I definitely plan on checking out the last few Daniel Craig movies. I don't know how I'm going to watch them. They're not on Netflix, so I'll find a way to watch them. But I've already started this journey. I'm already 2 in. I think there's 3 more that are out, because I think the last one they were supposed to come out with never got released in 2020. So I think I have 3 other ones that I can watch. And I'm hoping the other 3 are a little bit better than Quantum of Solace, but Casino Royale, very solid movie. I wouldn't mind watching it again. I enjoyed it that much. It's probably not something that I would really seek out, but something I wouldn't say no to if someone wanted to watch it, or if I caught it on a movie channel or something like that. I wouldn't mind watching it again. Quantum of Solace, I'm good on that one. But there's a real reason why Casino Royale has an 8 out of 10 rating on IMDb, and I think it's that solid. Maybe a little bit less than that, maybe like a 7.8 out of 10, but it's definitely deserving of that higher rating, especially for an action movie from 2006. There's not many action movies from that era that have aged this well. So with all this said, what are your thoughts on James Bond, Casino Royale? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, and while you're down there, if you can like the video and subscribe to the channel, that'd be greatly appreciated. Until next time, guys, everyone have a great day. Thanks for watching.